You're coming in from the 718, Brooklyn, New York. I'm Francesca. You may have seen on a previous post the 3 workshops that I'm going to be bringing to the Toronto Tantra Festival, and I wanted to take a minute to introduce myself and say a little bit more. So I'm an ordained priestess, a certified dominatrix, a clinical sexologist, and a full-service sex worker. And I am going to be bringing lots of dark, erotic, dark aspects of relating into the space, into the container in September. And I'm honored to be able to hold that. And so the 3 pieces of work and teachings that I will be offering to the collective are from 3 different aspects of my work. One of them is trauma, kink, and somatic healing, which is where I talk about erotic alchemy and the transformation of poison into medicine through our taboo fantasies, kinky expressions, and all the things that don't fit some maybe more like puritanical expression of sexuality, and giving that one real freedom and permission, but then also sacred context. What are we really doing here? And I will be bringing slews of examples from my own personal life and my professional life in work with hundreds of clients over the past years. Because me, myself, bona fide, out and proud, freaky kinkster. So that talk is from my series Freak School, where you learn to become a holy freak. The second masterclass that I'll be offering at the festival is called The Arts of Separation, Uncoupling in Love. And this class is from my series of erotic alchemy, the arts of transformational relating. Because very often we get into dynamics and relationships without a lot of context for how to hold those containers safely, and especially when those containers ask for us, those, containers meaning relationships and dynamics, when they ask for us to alchemize and transform through them. And alchemy and transformation is not a casual process. There is a death. Sometimes that death can be within the relationship and the rebirth can be within the relationship, but other times the death is of the ending of the relationship. And that is tremendously difficult and challenging in a world that glamorizes the fairy tale, glamorizes the happily ever after. And so one of my core philosophies is that uncoupling isn't a failure. Uncoupling does not mean that you both didn't do, both or many didn't do beautiful expressions, have tremendously profound experiences, and yet we don't know how to hold the ending with any semblance of sanity or grace. And so this talk is going to be giving lots of, again, holy context for the death, and also giving a 4-pillar framework that I use with myself in my personal partnerships and the dissolution of those. And then also I teach my one-on-one clients. And it has, the feedback I've received is that they've never heard anything like this. And it honestly transforms how you look and perceive this part of relating, the death part of relating, the composting part of relating. So that's the second one. And the third is the panel on the sacred whore. And my work is transforming into holding more boldly and more openly the archetype of Madam of the House. And so I have a body of work called Erotic Order, which is returning the regality to the nobility of sex work. And I teach other erotic professionals how to hold clients, how to shepherd clients, how to be a hearth fire and a torch for clients on their sexual journey, in spaces that are currently still criminalized, in ways that are stigmatized and misunderstood, but yet in ways that the world is so thirsty for, because I guarantee you there is no shortage of people who desire to purchase erotic labor. So the panel discussion that we are going to have is going to probably reframe a lot of what you think sex work can, is, should, ought to be, and give, again, sacred context and sacred place for all of it. I'm honored to participate in this conversation within a community that is ripe for it. So I invite you to come with a really open mind and explore what it might mean to not only normalize a world in which erotic labor exists, but to celebrate it and give it the honor that it deserves as the highly sacred work that it is. The highly sacred work that it is. Yeah. Thanks for being in this sphere with me. I'm so excited to be with you filthy maple leaves in September. And if you have any inquiries, you can put them in the comments. I'll track it. Any questions? And if you're interested in just catching a vibe to see if you want to come to any of the 3 talks that I'll be giving, you can check out my website, priestessfrancesca.com, or on Instagram, priestessfrancesca1. All right. Bachi again from the 718. Mwah, mwah.